in touch with Sarah. We went out to lunch, and she said to me, I don't have any stories, I'm not a baseball fan, but if you send me your book description, I will send it to my friends, you'll get lots of stories. Well, I never got a single story from any of her friends, but I got this from Sarah the next day. I am not a fan of any sports. I've been to a few baseball games, but only when I would get free tickets and go for the experience of drinking beer, eating stadium food, and just having a good time with friends. It's not that I don't like baseball, I just don't know much about the game, who the players are, or many of the rules. I was in Chicago for a job corps conference and meeting my friend Pearl in the bar of the hotel where I was staying. When I got to the bar in the late afternoon, there were just a few people there, but not Pearl. An older gentleman was sitting alone at the bar, and I felt it would be safe sitting next to him, as I preferred not to sit alone. I asked him if I could join him while waiting for my friend. We had a few drinks, chatted about life, my job, the fact that I liked working with young adults, and that I was excited to see my friend who I hadn't seen in quite a while. He shared little about himself. I was just glad that I felt comfortable sitting with him. Once Pearl showed up, I turned to the man and said that it was nice to meet him, although we didn't know each other's names. I introduced myself and he said, "It's nice to meet you, Sarah. My name is Ernie Banks." We shook hands and I went to sit with my friend. My friend, a native Chicagoan, asked me who I was talking to, and when I told her, she started to shake a little and asked me if I knew who Ernie Banks was. Well, yes, it's the man at the bar. That's Ernie Banks, Mr. Cub. You must go ask him for his autograph. He's the most famous Cub player ever, she replied excitedly. So I wandered back over and said, "Mr. Banks, my friend over there tells me I need to get your autograph. You're Mr. Cub? You must have been one great basketball player." Well, that sure made him laugh. And he said it was great to be in Chicago having a casual conversation with someone who had no idea who he was. And by the way, he played baseball for the Cubs, not basketball. He gave me an autograph and wished me luck. Oh, the questions I could have asked, the things we could have talked about, yet it wasn't a missed opportunity. We had a good conversation, a few laughs and fun moments, as two strangers keeping each other company on a slow afternoon in the bar. How many people can say the same? Everyone to whom I tell that story laughs as soon as I mention Ernie's name, and they can't believe I had no idea that the Chicago Cubs were a baseball team. I still have that autograph somewhere. He even wrote "Good luck to job corps." And that's my friend Sarah. And I always like to start this story with this story because I got that story, and the first thing I said is, "Oh my God, what a great story!" And then I immediately said, "There's no place for it in my book." And then I immediately said, "There has to be a place for my book." And that is when I knew that I had to change my whole thinking about this, and that I had to fit the structure of the book to fit the content, rather than my content fitting the structure. And that's why I like to start with this book. This story.